I have watched what is going on around our country with pain. At the age of 63, I believe I have become a mother in this nation and can speak to this nation. I have never spoken to our present president, but I will speak to you today, sir. The government is failing us. I look at what is going on in Jos, what is going on in Benue, what is going on in Kwara, what is going on all over the country, and I'm worried. I am pained. There is a dichotomy I see. Two standards I see. I see one standard for the north and another standard for the south. Whenever a few Igbo boys have gotten angry and acted or reacted, they send Air Force, Navy, and military to go and stop them. They take armored tanks to the east. But we see Fulani boys stand and speak on the internet. They say anything, do anything, and nothing moves. Instructions are given for nobody to move. Why are the same soldiers and Air Force not hovering over Jos? Why are they not hovering over Kwara? Why are they not hovering over Southern Kaduna? Land have been taken. People have been removed from their land and nothing happens. If it were Igbos, there will be artillery and fireworks. They will be killing them like anything. Now, I have
continually maintained that Nigeria has two different laws, one for other citizens and one for Ndi Igbo. What another Nigerian can do and go scot-free, don't try it as an Igbo person. These people have set traps and they are waiting for you as an Igbo man. Even the Madebani think, if I do this, will I go scot-free? Don't think Mr. A has done it, therefore I can do it. If you do it, remember where you are coming from. These people know who you are. And this applies to some of the minority tribes. Once your name comes up, Inena Hagichi Nedu or Chedu, Emeka or Emeke, Enyoma, Kochioma, any of them, as long as it sounds Igbo, you are presumed Igbo. And the law that they have for Ndi Igbo will be applied to you. I don't want to be the only one saying this. Let us listen to this very anointed man of God vibrating from the pulpit. Listen to him and thereafter we'll come back again to discuss.
Many of us don't even know anything. You know, I have been into politics. You know, I was a deputy speaker of a state. You know, I have been into... my understanding is different from all other pastors' understanding. What I saw in politics, you can't see it from the pulpit. God gave me the understanding of how Nigerian nation works. Nigeria is one country but different nation. Anybody that says Nigeria is a nation missed it. Nigeria is not a nation. It's a country, all right. We can live together, but on an agreeable term. Oh, don't let me go there. The most pitiable tribe is the Igbo nation. Igbo nation is to be mostly pitied. I am not a fan of Nnamdi Kanu, but he has reason to become the leader of his people. Let Biafra be. Let them live their life. Let Yoruba live their life. Let Hausa live their life. Let Fulani live their life. Let's come on the top and just have a union. But to subject all of that tribe under one tribe, no. Somebody say no.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that sermon. Now, this is to affirm, just like he said, and just like I have also introduced, Nigeria has two different kinds of laws. What Nnamdi Kanu did that led to his sentencing to a life imprisonment is the same thing a Natana did. His own is terrorism, not the same thing. That one was convicted of terrorism. That one was convicted for Ndi na-egbu mmadụ. Ndị na-egbu mmadụ, ndị oji egbe egbu. Atọ ya 20 years imprisonment. Mana ole ihe mere Nnamdi Kanu as a life imprisonment. Two different laws for two different groups of people. How about Sunday Igbo? Ole born not today? He's a free man, walking freely. Kamaka Sheikh Gumi, is it not incitement that the Southern and the Kano incited people? How many times has Sheikh incited his people? Where is he? In fact, he's a leader. He's celebrated in northern Nigeria. Where is El Zakzaki? A free man today. In fact, he's an ambassador. This is the nation we found ourselves as Igbo. Don't think your ancestors were stupid for saying, no, we don't want to be part of these people anymore. The only way ever that this country will have peace of mind is to go back to its true structure, to say each region, govern yourself and develop at your own pace. We are not the same nation. We don't have the same cultural values. We don't have the same value system. We don't have the same intellectual values. We don't have the same goals. There's nothing that ties us together. This one, they keep talking about national values. We don't have any value nationally as a people, as a collective. We are two different groups. It's just like saying you want to mix polar and non-polar solvents and expect them to mix. You can't mix water and oil unless through reflux. Those who did chemistry will understand what I'm saying. That is by force. That by force has not worked in Nigeria. So in Nigeria, you will see EFCC bust the house of a southerner. What is happening? They say they sprayed cow money. What about the ones spraying it on air to human beings on other parts of the country? What about the ethnic group that trades naira on the road? They trade currency, foreign currency and local currency on the streets of every major city in Nigeria. We all know the ethnic group that does that. Let me assume it was Igbo that were doing that exchange, forex, on the road. That Igbo man will spend 200 years in jail. That is the country we have found ourselves. And then you will see some Ifunefus come to my timeline to tell me, we are one. It's the same nation. Let's stop talking bad about our country. What is good to be talked about your country? What is that good thing that we need to promote? Where is the love that the country, because no love lost, no love found. Where is that love that the country has shown you that you will now want to give back? Where is it? So, I just wanted us to have this mindset as an Igbo person. Every day you leave your house, as long as you are still in this place called Nigeria, understand this and understand it for good. N'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya nwụọ, iwu dị n'usoro abụọ. Nke mbụ bụ maka other Nigerians. Nke abụọ bụ maka ndị Igbo. Onye Igbo kwuasị ya wete ya ka agbuo, wete ya ka egbuo ya, wete ya ka egbuo ya. That is the law that is meant for ndị Igbo. You are meant to be suppressed, subdued. If you see two military officers that are from Igbo extraction discussing, na-asụ asụsụ Igbo, they are not discussing. It is believed that they are conspiring. So they are not supposed to speak Igbo. Agana asu Bekee. When I was detained at FCID, somebody said, why were you detained? You are a freedom fighter. Yeah. So I said, like Nnamdi. Can say, no. We are not permitted to mention that word here. You see, that is the same country where we are in. Where Ndi Ojiebu, I don't want to mention their name because of restrictions. Ndi Ojiebu will have meeting with government officials, state their terms and conditions, and it will be granted. While an Igbo man who just picked up a microphone to say, let my people go, self-determination, which is a globally enshrined human right. I say, give him life imprisonment. Where is the law that you are banking on to sentence this person that this pastor talked about? The law is not there anymore. You have repealed it. The law has been repealed, but you are using it. Two different laws for two different ethnic groups. Listen to Oshomale. what he had to say about this.
How can an offense that carry death penalty, a judge reduce it to 20 years in prison? That is not acceptable. But he has violated the laws passed by the parliament. Number three, sir, and this will be my big last.
Has that happened in Nigeria already?
It has.
Somebody
convicted of terrorism was sentenced to 20 years in prison. When the law says act of terrorism, if convicted, shall attract death penalty, no judge has a right to pronounce less than that. It is only when you have implemented the law, interpret the law, not the sentiment of a judge, the will of the people as conveyed in a law, then the president can decide if there are reasons for him to do so, whether to commute or to reduce. Death penalty or terrorism, this parliament is on record as having done that. Mr. President, I am troubled when, after all the efforts that security agencies and the prosecuting authorities have to invest to secure conviction, because unfortunately the state cannot behave like a mob. So you have to prosecute, follow due process. I am troubled by the conflicting judgment by various high court judges. When the law says act of terrorism, if convicted, shall attract death penalty, no judge has a right to pronounce less than that. It is only when you have implemented the law, interpret the law, not the sentiment of a judge, the will of the people as conveyed in a law, then the president can decide if there are reasons for him to do so, whether to commute or to reduce. How can I know?
Now that is Adams Oshomale, a Benin man, right? Benin are believed not to love Igbo, but that is truth coming out. Truth will always find a voice. What he was saying there, Adams Oshomale, is the same thing everybody has been saying. There are two different standards in the country. Let's listen to the son of Nasir El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State.
There was a conviction recently of a terrorist, Boko Haram. I believe his name is Husseini Ismail. He was convicted for 20 years by a high court. He was a Boko Haram terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, I think, last week, and his own conviction said life sentence. I don't understand why one terrorist is getting 20 years and the other is getting a life sentence if you're saying that. I think Pastor made a good point. There's this idea that justice is served differently, and it affects the problem.
Look at what he had to say. The same double standard played out nationally, shamelessly on a global scale, and the world is watching it. Two different judgments for the same offense. Not the same offense. These two offenses are not even the same. One is convicted, proven to be onye ojiegbe egbu, ndị ntọrọ mmadụ, atọrọ mmadụ ele ya or egbuo ya. The other one used mouth to say, defend yourself. Set us free. We don't want to be part of you anymore. I told the other one, life imprisonment, the other one, 20 years. And before you know it, you hear that there was a negotiation for his release. He has been set free. That is the country we found ourselves as an Igbo. That is why I'm asking you as an Igbo man to please, onye ndị ilo gbalo gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche. We were conquered. Anyị bụ ndị emeriri n'agha. We need to live with wisdom. Wele akọ na uche na-ebi. Ịkpata akụ dosa ya ọhụma. Nurture it like a child. Akụ na-aba. Ọwụla ịkpata akụ, ego ụwa niile bịa nọ na-akpatago m akụ. Nigeria achụọ gị, pịasa gị. It will take Nigeria 1 second to make a trillionaire, a puppet, a pauper. Onye na-ayọzi nni. It will take them without watching 1 second to make an ordinary beggar na majiri a trillionaire. So understand na anyị nwere political power, anyị nwere economic power. onye ji political power bịa pịa gị gwomgwom, ị bịa back to zero. So ụmụ Igbo, ka nke a bụrụ ihe mmụta dịrị ụnụ. Ọ bụrụ mgbe niile ka anyị ga na-ekwu kọlchọ, ọtụtụ oge atụnyekwala ụnụ atụtụ inu. Ọkwụkwụ si n'ihe mere o ji ala mmiri na-ene anya n'elu bụ na ihe na-egbu ya na-esi n'elu na-abịa. Biko nụ, ka anyị gbado anya, ka anyị lapụ ịnọ n'ime mmiri nchaba anyị n'anya. Biko ni, Chukwu ka nji rịọ ọnụ, ụmụnne m ndị Igbo, ka ọ dịnị, daalụnị. Biko, if you are not yet a subscriber to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button so that you can see our beautiful videos every time we post them. Daalụnụ. See you in our next video. Bye.